I've been working with Sony, um, for a while, and I did need a small camera. So originally I needed to get a small camera inside the L39 for the F1 Rush, which is what it's a camera that goes on the nose of a jet. And the original Venice was a little bit too large, so they came up with an idea of making a Rialto. And then I saw this Rialto, and I said, well, maybe this is the way we can get this on the aircraft. So I was at one of the bases looking at a bunch of aircraft, and I found a very old version of an F-18 that didn't have anything on the glare shield. Most of them have equipment on there, and I found this kind of older version that kind of allowed us to put the mounts, the four cameras looking backwards, on the jet, and I had places where I could put the equipment. And for me, I was constantly going to the aircraft to say, "Hey, what's that for?" And they would say, "That's for video recording." I said, "Do you need it?" So I said, "Let's just see how much can we strip out of this aircraft." So it was kind of just me going there every day and just kind of telling them what we need and how we can get cameras. And I was walking around with my camera trying to see what other positions I can get. Some were a no-go. I couldn't get anything above the wing.
Right.
We did really well, I got to say. I think
And
we
so
got
the
Yeah.
first,
nine.
yeah, of
At
course.
the
And
beginning, the Navy said, "Good luck getting one camera in there." And by the time Claudio asked about every single piece of equipment in the cockpit and what it did, and convinced them to rip most of it out, yeah, we got six in there. I mean, there's cameras everywhere. If you watch the movie, you'll see camera bodies, you'll see wire cables. We left most of that stuff in there, just to prove we did it. So it's very easy if you know what you're looking for to see all the equipment stuffed in the cockpit.
yeah, sure. But the first time you took it out, in terms of just like literally physically making sure this doesn't fly off and hurt somebody, uh, that you have to test it at speed
Right.
sometime. And yeah, exactly.
We designed it, and they had to approve the engineering of it. So we gave them a plate, and then they had to approve it. It had to be go excess of 10 Gs, and all this kind of stuff, stress test. And we only went 7.5 Gs for the most part, for our max, and and it survived all that. And we also had exterior mounts that can go where they put fuel on the outside of the wings or on the underneath carriage.
Yep.
Yeah, shots like this and stuff like
Yep.
that, I
Right
guess.
under the
Yeah.
wing.
That's a wing.
And the other thing is all the equipment we put in there had to be clear in case of an ejection.
Right, of course.
So everything had to be ready. If either the actor or the pilot or both were to eject an emergency, all the equipment had to not interfere with that ejection path. And we had a lens hood on the center camera that interfered by like a millimeter or 2 millimeters. And Dan Ming, our first AC, was able to model and 3D print a new lens hood in his hotel room overnight while we were on location. He had the printer going in his bathroom, printing while he was asleep. And the morning of the shoot, he had created his own lens hood for the shoot. So that's the kind of stuff that was going on every day on this movie to figure out how to get it.